I think best whip is going to be ridiculous to judge, especially once you bring the whip trick into it.
Man, I'd love. Are you on speed dial there with Chuck? Like, can you just send a quick message and find out what
Maybe.
is the go with this best whip?
Glenn, hello.
Chuck. Good. How are you? We're actually, Steve and I are recording a podcast, and we had a question about tricks allowed in the whip contest.
Okay, tricks allowed. This year, whip variations are allowed. So that means knack whips, no footed whips, no handed whips. It does not. You cannot do a flip whip. You can't do any kind of 360. You can't do a flatliner. But a whip variation because so it narrows down to 4. Those 4 guys have 4 minutes, and then it's overall impression. The best trick, the biggest.
Hold
I mean,
on,
the
that's my
biggest whip
fault.
is still going to.
That's sick.
The biggest whip is still going to. The biggest whip is going to have more influence than whip trick, whip variations. But for overall impression, they're now letting you have more than just a big whip. And so now if there's a couple of guys that have equally giant whips, because everyone is whipping it really big these days, then the judges can kind of look at the other whips they're doing and have more options to give them an overall score of best whipper, the best whip. So that's what's changed this year, and I think it's going to be good for the event.